Hey guys, this is Lee from Lady Lee's Home, and in this video I want to take you with me to harvest these sweet potatoes that I have here behind me. I'm actually a little late with that. I usually do it in the middle of October. Here in North Carolina we plant in the middle of May, and I usually give my sweet potatoes 4 to 5 months in the heat, and they're really easy to grow. I have another video on the channel on how to start sweet potato slips, so I'll link to that below. But that's what I did here. I pretty much started potato slips indoors in March from sweet potatoes that I harvested from this exact same location last fall. And then in May, in the middle of May, when the weather got a little warmer, I planted the slips in the bed about 12 inches apart, and the bed is filling up, and the potatoes pretty much, the vines take over, and I don't do one single thing with them until this time of the year, usually mid-October. I'm a little late here. This is the first week of November, and we're gonna harvest them right now. I will show you in a minute that they are damaged because we had frost last night, and this is about 2 weeks too early. So usually we're supposed to get our first frost around November 15 here in zone 7B in North Carolina, as far as I remember. But I still try to harvest my sweet potatoes about 2 weeks before the first frost. Now, last night was our first frost for the year, and you'll see in a minute that the vines, the leaves are pretty much done. The sweet potato plant cannot tolerate any cold weather. They love the heat, and once the cold weather hits, then they're pretty much done. I couldn't really harvest them until now because it was just too wet. We had too much rain, and the ground is actually wet right now too. But we're gonna go ahead and get them out of the soil, because if they stay there when it's wet and cold, it's just not good for them. So that's the plan. We're gonna dig these up, and then we'll talk about how to cure them. Alright, so you can see over here that the leaves are wilted. They're not going to recover, and this is just after one night of frost. So it's definitely time to get these plants out. I'm just gonna look for the base of the plant over here, and just gonna cut the vine around it. And these vines are gonna go to the goats. Now, here is the center, the base of the vine, and I'm just gonna pull here, and we're supposed to have some potatoes here. I want to do it really carefully, not to damage the skin of the potatoes. This way, after we cure them, we'll be able to keep them in storage for a long while. So I'm just gently pulling this out, and here are my potatoes. These are purple sweet potatoes, but that's the same thing. You'll do the exact same thing for the regular orange sweet potatoes. Now, after I got this mass out, this is where most of the potatoes will be, just like that. But I'll still come back here later and with my hands just dig around and see if I have any little ones that got disconnected and I missed. Alright, so I'm not doing anything with them. I'm not washing them or anything. I'm just gonna put them on a little tarp, or I got a feed bag over here that I'm just gonna lay them down, and then we're gonna go through them later and cut them off of the vine. Alright, so I pulled here this vine, the base of this vine, and all of the potatoes are buried really deep, so I came up with nothing, and everything is still here. So now I want to try to dig really carefully and cut kind of release them carefully from the soil. Here they are, without damaging their skin. And I'm not even brushing them at this point since the soil is pretty moist. We had a lot of rain. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay them out on a feed bag or a piece of tarp or a towel or something, and I'm gonna put them inside the house and let them cure, let the soil dry, and then I can brush the soil, and then I'm going to let them stay on the tarp inside the house for a couple of weeks, maybe 10 to 14 days to dry, to what we call to cure them. All right, it's coming. Look at that.
Whoa! Now can I help you?
Look at this potato. Do you see that one?
Mommy, I want to help you pick
Put it over there on the bag.
Mommy, I want to help you take out
Here's
tomatoes.
another one.
Mommy, I want to help you take out potatoes.
Okay, 1 second, Benny. Put that one over there. They went really deep here. Here's another good one. Don't throw them, Benny. Don't throw, please. Okay, here's another one. And another big one. All right. You find any?
Yep, I found one. Just digging it up.
Good. Can you pull it from here?
So. There's nothing here, Mommy. Potato.
Opa, okay.
All right, got it.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna go put
Awesome.
that over there.
Put that over there.
Nothing here.
Nothing there?
Now we look.
Okay, so move to the other one. Maya, look at the worm. The soil is so good. Okay, come on. Dig around here because we might still have some potatoes in there.
I found one, but I accidentally ruined the.
Uh-oh.
Look.
You be careful when you pull, okay? Yeah. Dig around it carefully. Not with your fingernails, okay? Just your.
I think that was
Yes.
all the
Try not
potatoes over there.
not to damage the potato with your
Mommy,
fingernails.
I think that was all the potatoes over there.
That's a big one, Benny.
Yeah, I got a big one.
All right. So keep digging around and then kind of wiggle it. See? Look at
Oh,
that.
I found them. Oh my gosh! My first one! Well, actually, I
Awesome.
found two. Here, take this.
Okay,
to
you
the-
can put this here.
Well, found
Leave the
three-
soil in the bed,
found
please. Leave the soil in the bed.
more. Oh God, look. Mommy, I
That's
found.
all right.
Mommy,
Hold on. All right, now pull it.
I found.
Yay!
That was easy.
Nice. Show it to me. Okay. Very good.
I'm having fun helping you with this.
Yeah?
Oh, I think I found more. Mommy,
Wow, you're finding good ones.
just pick it from this part. Stop.
How is the extraction of this big one is going?
Well, it can't get it out yet.
Okay, you're digging it good. Just go
Oh,
slow.
there's another one.
Yeah, that's a big cluster right there.
Benny's.
So the vines, even though they'll keep climbing, most of your potatoes will always be where you planted the first slip. So wherever you planted the first slip, that will grow to a lot of other vines, and they'll keep crawling and they'll keep rooting in the bed, but the big cluster of potatoes will always be where you planted the first big slip. Benny, you're doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Come look at mine, Mommy.
I see it.
Oh, I don't
Now you be careful not to pull it too hard. We don't want to snap it and break it, and we don't want to damage the skin.
Why is there wood in this bed?
You think you can pull them now, Maya?
Wow!
Wow.
Is it heavy?
That is awesome. So purple sweet potatoes, many times they are long and thin, but we got some really big ones. Okay guys, so we got all the sweet potatoes out. It was a really good year. It's just a small little bed of sweet potatoes. I don't grow the regular orange sweet potatoes because I'm here in North Carolina and we have so many orange sweet potatoes. So I do the purple sweet potatoes. They're purple from the outside and purple from the inside too. We broke this huge gigantic one so you can see kind of how it looks inside. If you're curious about purple sweet potatoes, I have a ton of information on the blog about them, and I will link everything below. Pretty much the bottom line is you grow them the same way that you would grow the regular orange sweet potatoes, so no difference in anything. And let me recap. I start them inside. I will save a few of them for next spring, and I have a video on the channel that shows you how I start my slips inside the house in March. Then I'll plant them outside in May, middle of May, and I will harvest them in the middle of October. This is what I do here in North Carolina Zone 7B. Of course it will change a little bit depending on where you are as far as times of the year, but sweet potato love hot 4 to 5 hot months to grow to good full size. So once we harvested them, then what I'm going to do now is just separate them from the vines. I'm not going to brush them, I'm not going to clean them, definitely not wash them, nothing like that. Usually I'm waiting for a to harvest them after a few dry days, but I just can't seem to have it right now. It's just so wet, so I'm getting into the cold weather here. So I just decided to go ahead and harvest today. There's still a lot of mud on them. I'm not even brushing it off. I mean, you can gently, but I'm probably just going to leave it, and we are going to cure them. Curing sweet potatoes is really important if you want to be able to store them for a long time, for, you know, pretty much for the winter months. And what curing means is that you lay your potatoes in one layer on, you know, fabric or a screen. If you have a screen, that's great. And you want to put them somewhere that is about, you know, 75, 80, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. It's got to be a place that is well ventilated and somewhere that you can just leave them and they are out of your way. And don't bother you, so you don't have to move them around. You can come every few days and turn them a little bit, but really what we want to do is get the skin to toughen up and just for the potato to dry, and this way you'll be able to store them for longer. So I'm just cleaning them from all of the roots right now, and then I got some that are like long and skinny and some that are big and fat. There's all kind of sizes and they're all good with me. I also have a few recipes on the blog on cooking them. Purple sweet potatoes are not as sweet as the orange ones, but they're still sweet and very dense and really filling and healthy and delicious. So I have a few recipes on the blog, but again, you do this same thing for the regular orange potatoes as well. After a few days that they are dry, or at least that the soil is dry, then I will brush them just to get rid of some of the soil. So I have a few here that I harvested yesterday, and the soil on them is kind of dry, so what I'll do is just pretty much clean them like this. Again, the skin is still very very soft, so you want to go easy. And that's it. I'll just cure them and then store them in boxes. If you have a root cellar, then that's the best place to store them. About 45 Fahrenheit is a good temperature to store them, and they'll store for months and months. We don't have a root cellar, so I will use them, but then usually keep a few for spring to start my slips for next year's potatoes. And this is a really easy way that you can be very self-sustained when it comes to potatoes. All right, sweet potatoes, I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe and like, and see you again next time.